updates. South African pastor blasts Bishop Oyedepo. South African-based Pastor Charles Awuzie writes an open letter to Bishop Oyedepo, his mentor and spiritual father. Dear Pastor Oyedepo, good afternoon, Daddy. And how is everyone in your household? Sir, countless times you caused Boko Haram leader. 12 years later, Boko Haram is still active and their leader is even elder than most tithe payers. In the first edition of this open letter, I was inspired to write directly to you after we saw a post saying that you caused the Fulani herdsmen, declaring death upon them. Sir, keep quiet like the rest of the papas. Your boldness is commendable. This morning, we woke up to another video of you cursing anyone in the government against the opening of churches. Papa, why are you always full of curses? God is full of love, but you are full of anger and curses. Well, Daddy, that curse will not work. It is not in the character of our Father in heaven to kill even the worst criminals. Paul, who was formerly Saul, was a leader of the Jewish Fulani herdsmen movement. He killed several believers and even supervised the stoning of Brother Stephen. But see what God did with his life. God used him to reveal the finished work of the Christians beyond his generation. That is our prayer for every killer, that the hand of God shall arrest them and not death. Thanks to Stephen for not cursing Saul. God does not desire the death of any sinner. Ezekiel 18:32. Daddy, this is absolute truth. Besides, there is no truth. People say the truth, and when they hear the truth, they get angry. It is said that the truth is bitter. God does not take pleasure in killing killers, else all the members of the Winners Chapel who are guilty of abortion would have been killed and caused by God. Killing is killing, sir. Blood is blood. Yet, grace is available for every sinner. Your curses on the government for locking down churches is also an act of ignorance on your side, because the Bible is in your hands says that the church should submit to the government. You lack the authority to curse the government, sir. Don't teach your children to curse government. Teach them to bless the government. A cursed government will produce a cursed country. So be careful how you curse the government, because you may also be cursed yourself. And about why your former curses on Boko Haram did not work. Daddy, let's see the first man whom God himself cursed. That is Cain. Daddy, Oyedepo, Cain killed his own brother. God cursed him. Daddy, a man who was cursed by God ended up building a city and leaving a city-wide legacy for his son Enoch. Daddy, this is recorded in Genesis 4, verse 17. Daddy, your followers believe that once you have cursed anyone, their end has come as well. Your followers are more afraid of your curse than they are aware of the Father's love. Daddy, you are not God. Even God himself cursed, but his curse came with protection over the man he cursed. The Bible said that after God cursed Cain, he lovingly placed a mark of protection over him so that no man will hurt him anymore. Daddy Bishop Oyedepo, can't you see that God is helplessly in love with all men? He won't even hurt the worst of us. Child, Daddy, of a truth, God is love. Please, sir, for once, leave For once and for all, leave this course. Stop causing things and preach the Father's love to your multitude. Papa, as an ex-WOFBI student, I cannot deny that your ministry has touched me, and I also hope that this humble message will also touch you, because it is the will of Jesus that we learn from one another despite age nor class. By the way, my Lord Bishop, I want to take this opportunity to tell you what you may do at a time like this instead of cursing humans who only need the gospel of Jesus. Daddy, you are politically connected and economically empowered. Sir, please pick up your phone and call Pa E.A. Adeboye, our overall daddy, and ask him to call Pastor Osibajo to discuss why the leaders of Mieti Allah Cattle Raiders Association haven't been arrested after they allegedly changed or claimed responsibility for the massacre. Just put pressure on Daddy Gio and even threaten to withdraw your massive tithes if they fail to arrest the people you are cursing. My Lord Bishop, you have the power to pull the strings. There are powerful politicians who submit under your ministry, sir. Please call them and instruct them to use their offices to put a stop to this Fulani herdsmen menace. Daddy, a few phone calls from you and Daddy Gio can solve 40% Nigerian problems. Men in your level should not act helplessly and curse. You are a powerful brand, sir. Act now, sir, don't just curse. Instead of cursing the government for locking down your denominational organizations and stopping the flow of offerings and tithes, why not curse the pandemic, which is actually responsible for the locking down? Why not decree that the scientists will solve the pandemic pursuits ASAP so the world will open again? I want to close this open letter by urging Christian leaders in Nigeria to stop responding to massacre and pandemics with unnecessary curses and empty declarations of evil upon the perpetrators or government. Didn't the Bible ask us not to repay evil for evil? Didn't Jesus say that the difference between us and them is the love we spread? Are we not blurring the lines between true Christianity and ancient Judaism when we angrily respond to national insecurity with curses? Who are we to curse whom Christ died for? Did Christ die for even the killers? I am supporting the killers. I am a victim myself, and my story has been told on this platform. Yet, I choose to be a true believer in Jesus, even at a time like this. I choose to use other avenues to contribute to solving this national wahala. I will use my skills and my platforms. I will use my connections and my data. But I won't use curses. I would use evil to pay evil. I won't use evil to pay evil because others do. We are people of love, not sons of thunder and idolaters. I love my bishop. You are blessed, not cursed. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow. This is an open letter to Bishop Oyedepo concerning the statements about concerning the lockdown order. Because the government said that they will not open churches and mosques. That the church and mosques should remain locked, and the other markets should be opened. So when government said this, Bishop Oyedepo replied by saying that whosoever that want to stop the church of God from reopening, that the curse and the person will die. That was the curse Bishop Oyedepo laid upon the government, and those are announced the the lockdown of churches. So this pastor of South Africa came out and blast Bishop Oyedepo for the statement he made. Look at all the insult he gave to Bishop Oyedepo, insulting Bishop Oyedepo indirectly and directly. Viewers, with what this man has said concerning Bishop Oyedepo and his statements, this is my own comment. Your comment is very, very needed. Drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive notifications whenever I publish new videos. And don't forget, my dear, share and like this news as well. Thank you.